garlic and the chilies up on there. I've got an onslaught of audience looking at me. And the locals are probably thinking, what the hell is this guy doing? Guys, look at this.
So people do as they eat. They pick more stuff and then they eat what's ready and then they pick more stuff. People, so you are just overcooking everything, I swear.
Oh yeah. Guys, hello. Chongqing is famous for having 10,000 bridges. The whole area is apparently one of the biggest cities in China. Anyway, it's not just famous for bridges, it's also very famous for food. And let me tell you, the most famous food we could not miss, and that was hot pot. Now a lot of people have written to us and asked, why haven't you tried hot pot? Where we have, and we have tried it. It was just in the little middle of a day, and I thought it needed its own video, but let me tell you, it was so hectic. I've never seen a place like it. It's not your traditional hot pot place, and it's a kind of modern spin. Wow, look at this.
Ah, so you cook it. It's like proper. You can get. This could be cool.
And it has little conveyor belts. The place was absolutely rammed. We couldn't even get a spot. We had to wait about 15 or 10 minutes before space became available, and we were kind of slapped right in the walkway, and so there wasn't a lot of space to film. Look at this. Cheers, thank you. Cheers. It was very busy.
I mean, everywhere is busy though. Everywhere we've been, it's been so busy. So.
How hard is it to do hot pot? Like, organising things, having conveyor belt moving around at once.
Trying to understand what is what. Can we eat that? Can you? Oh yeah, we'd have to translate it as well. So we had to go Google Translate.
And then you've got some stuff over there. I'm gonna go get some. I'm gonna go fill up a bowl of stuff. This is a minced garlic.
It smells like soy sauce.
Is that more vinegar? And that's the sesame. I'll give it that as well. Thank you.
What's that tasty one?
I got chilies and garlic. I'm gonna get some of this as well. This looks like. Look at that.
Or you want to get it for you? Get them for you.
So actually, one thing I didn't mention in the video is what hot pots we chose. So when you get hot pot, let me explain it to you. You pick your base. So your base is your soup, and what happens is you get food and you dip it in and you put it in, you cook it yourself. Good, boiling away. Right, okay, so what you do, I think you just take a stick, do you? So the boiling hot pot, but they have a certain broth and different flavours. And I
had about 6, 8.
They had a 6 or 8. I had a mushroom broth. Giulia, tom yum. And we asked them, is it vegetarian? Because sometimes tom yum is traditionally got fish in it, but sometimes it's vegetarian.
Well, we asked which was a vegetarian. They said, oh, but this one and this one are different ones. So I went for the tom yum, which I really like normally. But I do think there was some fish in it potentially. It was a bit fishy.
It was a little bit fishy. I think I agree. It was. Guys, we are here in Chongqing, and we are trying hot pot for the first time. How long do you cook it for? Yeah, that's tofu. Yeah. Look at that. A couple of pieces of tofu. Here we go. This is crispy tofu, is it? Then Giulia, first ever.
Yeah, no, I'm not ready. This must take such a long time.
She just puts it in and she just eats it, does she?
Once it's ready, you put it in that bowl.
How do you know when it's ready?
Oh, you need to check. What is this? Is this green?
Yeah, that looks like greens there, yeah. It was a little bit fishy, but it was...
Feel nice.
Oh, Giulia's looking healthy. Giulia, this is definitely tofu, not tripe or something, is it?
They said bean steak.
Was there?
It's a bean stick.
There's more greens, is there? Oh, that looks good. Yeah, get one of them. Just get me that one. It's fine. Whatever, it's fine. Yeah. I just had some greens. Actually, it's fine. Guys, the problem with this hot pot stuff is you don't know when something's overcooked unless you've actually eaten hot pot before. You know? Yeah, there we go. Got spoons for it as well, which is good. Yeah, bless them.
So people do as they eat. They pick more stuff and then they eat what's ready and then they pick more stuff. I don't think you guys there.
You got to be more organised.
Yeah. I haven't seen anyone else having such a messy bowl.
I hope this is bean curd or something and not. Oh, it's quite nice. Oh wow, the heat from that chili sauce that I made up earlier. Wow. Guys, that is super delicious. And then you got the sweet potato. Guys, and then you got lotus root in here as well. Look at that. Covered in all that chili sauce and the garlic and the chilies I put on there. Super delicious. What is it? Guys, this must be the busiest restaurant in Chongqing. There's that waiting crowd for this place, and it is rammed to the rafters down the other end. Big flavour with that chili paste in there. But it was how difficult is the process of just like getting the food?
It is quite difficult. I mean, I think mine was manageable because I was getting not that many things at once, but I've seen yours and you just like put in so many things, which is what other people did, but like we are not experienced like that, so it's we're not as good as other people, so you were just overcooking everything, I swear.
Oh yeah, everything was overcooked.
But I found it quite hard because like obviously we were in an air-conditioned mall, but even then, just having this hot pot so close to your face, it's just got me so hot.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got all these drinks on offer, on sale, but I don't know if you're supposed to just take them. I asked the guy and he got cold and he just kind of just said, yeah, fine. And so I just took it, just opened it, and it's warm, but it's not chilled. I don't know if you're supposed to drink these. Maybe it's just the one on display. I don't know. Language barrier problems, eh? It's alright. Guys, if you're planning a trip to China, I highly recommend the YouTube links in our description below. For eSIM, very, very important for China. Bookings, hotel bookings and train bookings are very important. It's very difficult to navigate China if you don't speak Chinese, but this website helped us out a lot. Check it out on the links below. Guys, this looks like some kind of jelly, but I have a feeling that's duck's blood or something like that. I'm not sure. This one looks like octopus. Let's get the lotus root again. Lotus root is very nice. Guys, I've forgotten about some of the veg I put in there. I had some potatoes somewhere in there. I'm really not very good at this. I actually can cook. I'm just not very good at timings and things like that.
The pancake day was really hot.
Really, was it? Shit. I don't know how people do it, 'cause it's really hot and sweaty and in that place, and cooking is very, very difficult because you're trying to keep an eye on stuff, but also you don't want to undercook it. We spoke to some people and they said you can get them to do your hot.
They said they got someone, they asked them to actually cook it for them. They were like, we're gonna pick everything, but can you just cook it and just like give it to us already cooked? Which was a great idea. I would never think to do that. People
do that in China?
No.
Do you do that, or do you cook your own hot pot?
These guys were tourists, so I think...
the tourists do it, but do some Chinese like to do that? Is that a thing? get it in the garlic and the chili. Guys, look at this. Oh my gosh. Guys, look at that. Oh. Phenomenal. That chili paste is absolutely divine, let me tell you. Nothing like it. Guys, I'm making such a mess, and it doesn't help that we're sat right in the front of the restaurant. So I've got an onslaught of audience looking at me, and the locals are probably thinking, what the hell is this guy doing? I've made a real old mess.
Yeah, look at this.
That is delicious, that. Especially with their spicy paste as well. Wow. Big flavoured. Oh. Let's get some of these noodles out. Overcook the noodles. I'm a bit scared to try that. Is that going to
Does it smell? Smell it. Looks not like tofu to me.
This doesn't look like tofu.
Like a fish bowl.
It doesn't taste fishy.
It looks like a fish bowl.
Let me get it in the sauce here. I think I might be eating fish here, guys. Definitely fish.
I knew it.
It was nice, it wasn't that fishy. It just kind of tofu and maybe a bit of fish flavouring or something. And you've got a little control panel here down here. You can turn it off. I'm going to turn it off now.
Turn it off like that.
Right, and then what I'm going to do, try some of this really hot noodles. Like this. Here we go. Very messy. You can tell I'm first timer eating hot pot. I've made such a fucking mess here. There's people up there who are really tidy, and there's me, just a fucking mess. Super delicious, guys. Chongqing, amazing for food. Very, very top ratings. That definitely one of my favourite things I've done on our trip. I tell you what, the winning thing about the whole experience is actually it's not even the hot pot. For me, it's the sauces and the condiments you can make outside of it. So you have the soy sauce, you have the vinegars, you can make that. You can also get the chili, the garlic, and obviously the doobinjang and the kind of lao manga. You know, is it lao manga? Lao man? I've forgotten the name. Gang lao ma. Anyway, that stuff really, really delicious. It's like a kind of chili sauce, man. It's so delicious. I had such a wonderful time eating that. Let me tell you, it was incredible.
Yeah, the dipping stuff is really nice.
But anyway, as you can see, it was a little bit of organised chaos. Julia's a much more organised than I am, as you can see. You can see the state of my bowl.
Had less items, so it was easier.
It was amazingly priced. I think we spent about £6 in there, which was... Guys, so that came to 56, which is very, very good for the two of us. That's 28 each, so that's about £3 each. In English terms, we had a beer, we had noodles, we had all sorts of tofu, greens, everything. I tell you what, next time we do hot pot, let me tell you, it's going to be good and big and proper. But I think we did the condiments pretty well. I think we had a really good flavour. I followed a local girl did, and we had sesame oil, we had chili, we had garlic.
Yeah, we pretty much just copied what she did. So there was a girl doing it next to us, and I was like, okay, she did that.
Anyway, amazing experience. Let me tell you, you've got to do hot pot when you're in Chongqing, or you've got to do hot pot when you're in China. It's a fantastic experience, great social experience, I imagine, as well. Hey guys, one last thing. Some of you clever clogs will have noticed that this is not China. This is not China. Can anyone guess where we are? Just take a look at the scenery. This is a local neighbourhood in a country or residential area. It's not that mind-blowing, but it is like a typical residential area. It's a bit like the old what do you call them? The lupongs in Beijing. What do they call them?
No, it's not at all.
No, but what do they call them?
They're not called that. They're not like this. It's not typical at all.
What's that called?
No,
Go on, it's funny. The hutongs. It's a bit like the hutongs.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
It is not.
it's the hutongs of this country.
No. Why
Anyway.
would it be?
So yeah, we are not in China at the moment. We obviously, because it's obviously we're editing in the past, so we're a little bit ahead, or a little bit behind. But yeah, so guess where we are. Anyway, guys, we will see you in the next one for our next trip, which is Chengdu.